Musk versus Bannon. Steve Bannon lashes out at billionaire, says he should go back to South Africa. What a comment state to make. So here we go. Forbes. Trump ally Steve Bannon attacked Elon Musk, said he would do anything to keep the world's richest person out of the White House in a new interview with an Italian newspaper. Weeks after Bannon publicly derided Musk for his defense of a skilled visa program, Bannon said Musk should go back to South Africa, where he is from, asking, why do we have South Africans, the most racist people on earth, white South Africans, making comments at all on what goes on in the United States? According to a WAPO translation of Musk's interview with Corley de la Sera, Bannon, a controversial figure whose influence over Trump has been ebbed and flowed for years, says he would do anything to keep Musk off the White House and is actively working on a strategy to limit his influence over Trump, telling the paper Musk's ideas are really about the implementation of techno-feudalism on a global scale. Tom.
So, boy, where to start on Steve Bannon? Boy, he was, when he got out and got back on the microphone, got out after, in my opinion, wrongfully imprisoned, wrongfully prosecuted. But when he came back out, he's got a belly full of fire. And the thing that he's linked his, 2 weeks of diatribe to has been the H-1B and his position that it takes jobs away from American workers and that they're lower cost jobs, and then the H-1B recipient can't change jobs easily. That's his core. I'm not saying that's my point. I'm saying that's what Bannon has said. And he says, so therefore, since they're getting them for a lower price and they can't change jobs, they have a person there and they should be paying more to an American, a worker of whatever color, but an American citizen should have that job. So he's been really revved up on that. So he's been head to head with Elon Musk on that, because Elon Musk was, it was kind of aimed at Bannon and others when people were very firm on the H-1B, and Musk said to everybody, F you in the face, this is the way I feel about it. But I don't agree with Bannon doubling down and then, South Africa being racist. Yeah, there's a history there, but that'd be like if I had a German grandparent, which I don't, but I had a German grandparent, be like Bannon saying, there goes Ellsworth and his German grandparents always wanting to start a war and take things over. I think that's out of bounds, right? Has South Africa had a history? Sure it has. But how do you put that, on Elon? Because he hasn't shown that. I haven't seen a racist guy. I see a guy sending Starlink around the world for natural disasters. I don't really see that. I think Bannon's got an issue with visas, and he's got a big beef with Musk, and it's boiling over into some really heavy nationalist feelings.
I think, and I like Steve Bannon. I know he's just trying to stir the pot, but
I do too, actually.
Elon Musk going back to South Africa, that's anti-American. The guy's American. He has done so much for America, for hiring thousands of Americans. He's getting us out into space, free speech. He lost money to put us on X. And I mean, do I agree with everything that Musk says? No, Tom. I think, you never know what a true person's intentions are. We'll see in the long run. But this whole cheap anti-immigrant, dude, the guy is an American citizen. Wasn't he he was a Canadian citizen as well, Tom?
South African.
No, he was a Canadian. I think he was. Can you check that, Rob? Was he a Canadian citizen as well? We're the land of opportunity. Okay, these people have busted their asses. They're doing their thing. It's like I see a little jealousy. I see a little anger. I'm all about, everybody out there knows, I'm America first, but this is a cheap-ass shot, and it's like we've been saying it that the Democrats want to separate us and have us all fighting and blah, 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 blah. I think Steve Bannon is better than this. I know he's angry about, being wrongfully accused, but you know what? You have platforms like X that you get to talk all this shit that you probably would have been in trouble or banned 3 years ago. Now you can say whatever the hell you want. I'm not a big fan of it.
You don't like what he's saying, but you defend his right to say it.
Yeah, you're damn right. 100%.
Well, as Andrew Schultz said, he's one of my favorite African Americans ever. But Elon Musk, did you hear what else he said? He said it wasn't just that, he should go back to South Africa and there's a history of racism and apartheid in South Africa. Okay, that's one thing. He said the following: Elon Musk is a truly evil guy, a very bad guy. I made it my personal thing to take this guy down. All right. You think you're taking Elon Musk down, the richest man in the world? You just got out of jail. Choose your enemies wisely. This is what you want to do. This is what you want to choose. This is punching up. I get it. I said in a couple podcasts ago, MAGA 1.0 versus MAGA 2.0. Sort of the nationalists, the populists, the anti-immigrant, anti-trade, those types of pieces versus, look, call it what you will. Elon Musk is a globalist. He has business all over the world. There is some conversation to be had about his relationship with China. You know, Steve Bannon basically says he's owned by China in so many words. But the other thing that Steve Bannon said the other day was very interesting is, we want converts. We want people to convert. We want people to come to the party. But you sit in the back of the room. And I look at that comment like, all right, you think that Elon Musk, who just gave how much money? $250 million to the Trump campaign, is going to sit in the back of the room? Buddy, he's driving shotgun at this point. So at the end of the day, this MAGA 1.0 versus MAGA 2.0, who's the one person that can diffuse this? Who's the one person that can make sure everything's okay? Trump. 6 days from now, he has an inauguration.
Do you think Trump likes this?
I don't think.
Do you think Trump? Because remember, Trump is not who you think you are. Do you think that he's a guy that looks at the world in a different way than the average person does? Do you think Trump likes this?
No.
Tell me why.
The fighting with Bannon? No, because I know that he knows that Bannon's been there for him, old school. Bannon has gone to prison for him because of his ideas and being a MAGA supporter. And I think Elon's doing something completely, same type of vision, same type of goal, but just in a different lane. But I don't think Trump likes the infighting before he's even come into office. He's not even there yet.
I got to tell you, I don't know what role Steve Bannon has in the new Trump administration, if anything.
I don't think he has one.
And by the way, I know one thing about Trump. He's no fan of the illegal immigration. He's no fan of the illegals. But when you talk about immigrants and legal immigrants, I mean, even in his inner circle, doesn't he have Sebastian Gorka?
Yeah,
doesn't he have Boris Epstein? That's part of it. I'm sure there's more. But also, don't forget, 2 out of his 3 wives have been legal immigrants.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The mother to his first 3 kids and to his last kid, Barron Trump. So Melania, so what are we talking about with this anti-immigrant, anti-foreign-born people coming to America, going back to their country? It's a little nativist and it's a little nationalist, and that's fine sometimes, but not the white nationalist perspective.
Let's go to the next
Not
story.
down for that.
All right. Folks, for those of you that are excited about what's about to come up here January 20th, and you supported the president, the collection, the limited edition hats, the 250 sold out in no time, and everything else right there. There's limited supplies left. The red, the blue, white, and red. I think there's a few of those hats left. This is something you buy and just said, like, if you come into my office, I have the Future Looks Bright hats from this theme of what we experience. And I have it in my office. If you come and see it in my office, I have some of these hats in my office. This is something you buy, you sport, you wear, and then you set it aside in your house, in your office, because you will forever remember 2024, what it was like. And for some of you guys that supported it, fought it, did it in your own way, this is a way for you to say, I contributed during 2024. Go order the gear. And if you got friends, if you got angry patriot friends like Vinny, and you go to them and say, I got a gift for you. You give them something like this, you put a smile on their face. Again, represent the brand. We got the shirts. We got the hats. I'll always say this. Numbers came back. We were trying to see what the number was going to be for 2025. 2024, we ended up having over 120,000 pieces of merch sold in 2024. Just 3 years ago was 600. Future Looks Bright is becoming a movement. We're going to have 1 million people worldwide wearing this gear, representing it right now. Mario was telling me he was walking the other day having a shirt on at church. He says a guy looked at him, and he just looked at him and pointed at the logo, and they kind of winked, and they walked off. The Valuetainment crew, when they see each other, it's a very interesting gang around the world.
It's kind of like in the...
Whether you know it or not, you're a part of it.
It's kind of like in the movie Old School when they know.
You
know.
Yeah, so
Part of the-
whatever Adam said, folks. Go to vtmerch.com,
fraternity.
place your
Part of the
order.
fraternity.
And for those of you that have the
Godfather.
families in California that are affected by it, we raised $108,000 on last Thursday, where we said 100% of it's going to go to families in California. If you know anybody, shoot me, Tom, Vinny, or Adam and Manek of a story and their phone number. We may just surprise FaceTime them and help them out. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.